It's Marie. Hello, hello. I wanted to get on today and just reflect on something that happened yesterday. I was talking to this woman who's going to enroll in my 8-week program, and it kind of broke my heart because she is like a lot of us, or how I used to be, completely and totally overwhelmed in her life. She's the breadwinner, although her husband works, they really rely on her income for their family. And she's in a startup business, and so it's pretty intense. And she feels trapped in her life. And one of the things, she had all the classic symptoms. She's got stomach issues. She's burnt out. She's lost all this weight. I gained when I got stressed. Unlucky me. Um, she's lost all this weight. She has all these stomach issues. Um, she gets headaches. She's stressed. She's, doesn't even get to see her kids more than like an hour a day awake when they're awake. And she's been doing this for years. And she honestly was saying to me, there's nothing I can do about it. And I just keep on waiting for God to send me a signal when I actually have to change my life. And I said, well, what signal are you looking for? Because you're here, you found me. So could that be a signal? She's like, no, I don't believe that I even have time to do this program, blah, 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 excuse, excuse, excuse. But more importantly, I'm waiting for God to send me a signal. Like it has to get so bad for me to finally deal with it. And I'm like, so let me ask you a question. So if you already have stomach issues, you're losing all this weight, you have headaches, you have no time with your kids, and they're growing at a rapid speed where they're not even going to have time for you soon. What signal are you looking for? Hospitalization, throwing out your back, getting so sick that you really don't have a choice but to take care of yourself? And she was like, she got really quiet and she's like, well, I couldn't ignore those now, could I? And I said, no, but why wait until then? I mean, obviously, you go to bed every night knowing that you're not living the life that you want, knowing that it's costing your life, is costing you too much physically, mentally, emotionally, and to your family, regardless of what the income is. And she's like, but I can't not make this money right now. I can't. My family depends on it. It's not like I can just quit. But I said, well, what happens when you're in the hospital? Are you making that money? And she said, well, probably disability or whatever. And she was almost creating a life where she was pretty much putting out to the universe or God or whatever you believe, please put me in the hospital so I can change my life. And I said, there is another way. And by the way, it doesn't include quitting your job. It doesn't include being hospitalized. But it does include your time and commitment and belief that you can be different and that you're worth figuring out before you're hospitalized. And I couldn't sleep last night because I was just heartbroken for her. I have to say that 4 years ago, I was probably not far away from that. I have this ability to push my body, which is good and bad, to the ends of, I have more energy than I should. I inherited it from my mother. And I can really push my body. I mean, really. Like, not sleep, go, 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 make everything happen, blah, blah, blah. And, but I didn't realize what it was costing me. Well, actually, I did inside when I got quiet, but I never let myself get quiet. I was having problems sleeping. I was having chronic migraines. I gained weight because I went to comfort food and wine. Um, and and the calories went on because I had less and less time to work out, and I was miserable and I felt trapped. And there's this famous quote from I think it's Oprah, is like when you're looking at something in your life that looks like a failure, it's God's way of saying, "Excuse me, you're going in the wrong direction." And He always whispers first, but if He has to scream, He will. And God screamed in my life in just fundamental ways, where and has at different points in my life screamed at me to get out of a relationship or take care of myself, or in my case, make some big changes in my life. And and thank God he did. And so I'm just asking all of you, as we face this holiday season and we're like, next year, this is the time we start to think about next year, it's going to be different. Next year, I'm going to live it differently. Next year, I'll tackle this. Next year, I am going to make sure I make time for myself. Next year, I'm going to take care of myself better. I'm going to figure out a way to get more time to balance my life, or go to yoga, or whatever the commitment you equals more balance in your life, more time with your kids, volunteering in class, going out on a date to actually find somebody to share your life with. Next year, I'm going to make the time for that. It's time. And then work ensues, life ensues, and it's spring, and you still didn't do it. And so, is God going to have to scream at you? Are you going to have to be like my new client who signed up, and wait until you're hospitalized to change your life and face it? It's not an either or. It's not, I have to do this until I physically can't. I have to live my life and make this money, and it has to cost me absolutely everything, physically, mentally, and emotionally. That's black and white thinking. There are 100 million shades of gray in between. And I only know that because I've lived it. And I used to live in a black and white world where I was stuck, trapped, all of those things. I really could not see my way out of the life I created. And what was equally cruel, given that I'm somewhat a perfectionist, or recovering perfectionist, and guilt-ridden person and worrier, I felt guilty for feeling like I wasn't happy in my life or trapped in my life, because I had a really good life. And so then I beat myself up for even feeling that, which is just interesting. So all I'm here to say is it's December something, mid-December 2018. And aren't you tired of the life that you currently have? Aren't you tired of feeling so exhausted, so empty? Aren't you tired of the physical and ways that God is screaming at you, the universe is screaming at you, or whispering? Aren't you tired of not answering that and putting yourself first? Aren't you tired? I want you to feel an urgency to live the life you deserve to live. You're worth it. I want you to feel that urgency. I don't want you to cope. I don't want you to make excuses. I don't want you to put it off. It doesn't have to cost you everything. What is it costing you now not dealing with it? How long can you hold it together? Don't you deserve the life that you're worth living? Don't you deserve the life that 13-year-old, 20-year-old, whatever it was, dreamed of? Don't you deserve that girl who has time for herself and time to be more than a roommate with her family and partner and friends, and have no time for people? And even when you're there, you're so exhausted, you're not even physically there. This is it, right here, right now. Be impatient about your own life and living it to the nth degree, because you deserve it, and this is all the life we got. This is it. We get one chance. So I'm glad you joined Crazy Busy Women in Balance, but I want you to do more. I really do, and I know I can help you, and there's no better time to start than the new year. So private message me, please, and learn. Just get a free coaching call, okay? Let's just talk. No pressure. If I can help you, I want to help you. If I can't, I'll send you in a different direction. But be impatient about your life right now. Don't waste any more time. Don't wait until my new client, and say, well, I'm just waiting for God to send you a signal. This is the signal. You found my ad. You found this group on Facebook. And here we are. Let's do something about it. It's not enough just to watch the videos. I want you to watch the videos. I want you to change your life. I want you to have the life that you deserve. And I want 2019 to be the year that you get impatient and do something about it. So it was just heavy on my heart today. I know this is the mission of my soul. I know this is what I'm supposed to do. It was a crazy path to get me here, but I know what it feels like on the other side, and I can see it for you, and I can help you get there. So, private message me. Let me know you want. Just let's get on the phone, talk for 45 minutes. I can talk to you about some of the things you can change in your life, why it's not working, what's going wrong, how to get out of it. Just give me a call. Private message me. That's all you have to do, and just listen to how God or the universe is speaking to you right now in your life. Something compelled you to join this group. That was a message. Let's double down on ourselves in 2019. We deserve it. It's time, and it's possible to have that and still have your job, make your money, be there for your family and friends. But you've got to be there for you too. You have to. What's it going to cost you if you don't? Are you waiting for that big signal like my friend or new client to be hospitalized? Are you waiting for you to get so depressed that you really can't see you're at your last moment that you're just like, I got to do something different? How about do it before it gets to that point? So that's my plea to you. Put yourself on the list. Come on, you can do it. I love you all. I hope you have a good week. And this was just heavy on my heart, so I thought I'd share it. And if it resonates with you, post about it, okay? Bye.